Welcome back to my series on Transport Fever 2. I'm genuinely excited about today's episode. I really want to get these ports and shipping lines running today, delivering fuel to Swindon here and to the other cities. And I do know the shipping was started already, but it was interrupted by the potential closure of the goods factory, which we dealt with just recently. I think I was up to lines. Yeah, I actually already had put the lines in, and I was probably also doing waypoints at the time. It doesn't look like I've fixed up waypoints because the lines are crossing here. So this might end up being a little bit longer than usual. I try and keep my episodes under 30 minutes, but I also would like to get buses into Swindon, trams into Hemsworth, and look at the passenger train lines in between those two as well, because it'll link into the existing passenger trains that are that are running down to the south. And I think that will help the cities in the central area just go crazy, along with the amount of goods that they're about to get. While I'm just tinkering with these waypoints, let me take the opportunity to thank you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing to my recent videos, because it's given YouTube the ability now to put it in my videos in front of more people. And in particular, I'd really like to shout out to the guys that have commented recently. IT Stop, Colin, Steve Spry, Farmer Murphy. You guys have actually inspired me to do better. Let's get some ships onto this line. Here we go. All right. What do we want to buy here? What are our choices? We've got the big guy here, the Viola, and what else here? This towboat, tanker towboat, 27 Ks, carries 200. 30 Ks carries 240. All round, better choice. The other one is small. Yeah, small. This Viola is large. And we've got large docks, so we're going with the Viola. How many do I need? 2? Or should I go 4? I got 2 ports, right? 2 docks. I'll take 4. I probably could have started with 2, because these have, there's no demand yet, so these might take a little while to get going. Actually, I haven't done any shipping on this series at all, and in my previous gameplays I have done a little bit of shipping, and from memory these things take forever to get rolling. Yeah, look, come on, you can come out, you don't have to be scared. I'm not going to hurt you. Come out. Yeah, come on. Okay. We need you to get started with working. We need crude to be picked up, taken all the way up to the oil refinery, and then brought back down here to Swindon for fuel production. And we have our first crude sitting on the dock of the bay. I will not sing for you. That's one thing I will not put you through. Okay. So these guys will load up. Yeah, this might take a while. In the meantime, after getting things cranking, the last episode with the whole heap of trains, this area, I've been making a serious amount of money. So I spent all of those profits on shipping lanes and landscaping on the map. We've already got passengers standing here, and the reason why we have passengers already walking up to the station here at Swindon is I moved one of the trains from the Staines to Fordwich line. I moved it onto this line. So one of our existing passenger trains has recently been put onto this line just to get passengers moving. And the buses need to get started to bring the passengers into the train station. So, uh, wow, what's happening over here? Yep, that's all working nicely. We've got a whole heap of tools here. Maghull has expanded. It's demanding more goods. Whoa, look at all these goods coming in. We've got tools and we've got parts coming in. The tools are coming from Hemsworth, and the parts are coming from Staines. And I had I only had 2 trucks on these lines to get started with, so I might need a couple extra here. Let's double them up, and that'll be able to handle the flow of goods a little bit better, because that's only going to increase. Yeah, okay. And what are we here for? We're here for buses. We want buses for, oh, hold on a minute. Let's just, yeah, that goods is very slow. What's going on here? Oh, wow. There's a ton of goods being produced, but the, it's not a primary demand here in Swindon, so it's only a minor demand. So it's going to prioritize. Most of the goods are going to go over to both Staines and Hemsworth. Okay, we had new buses recently, so let's grab a whole bunch of buses, because I'm pretty sure we've already got lines set up here. We do. I can already see those lines. We've got loop clockwise and counterclockwise, and an express that goes into the middle of the city. Already color coded. One of the things I like to do is also color code my buses and line up their numbering and their colors with the lines. That way I can see at a glance, when I'm just looking at the city moving around, what buses are what, basically. Basically, what, separate bus companies running in the city instead of just one sort of all the buses red. Instead of doing that, I like to mix it up a little. So track 2 here and onto line 3. We want green. That kind of darker than I expected. I thought that was lighter green. Let's go down one. Yeah, there you go. That kind of matches the line. Yeah, another one of those things I have. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We got buses on the line, and we got passengers walking to the station. We got 100 passengers already, even before a bus hits the road. Let's quickly check on our ships. What are you guys doing? You guys are leaving. You got 6. What did you guys take? 1 and 6. Okay, all right. That waiting time is not long enough. I could ask these guys to turn back around and come back, but I'm thinking, should I, or should I just put? Let me just put a. Let these guys go for a joyride. They're so eager to go up the coast and check out the port up there. We'll just put a new ship on the line. 5 will probably be enough anyway to look after this line. Maybe not long term, but definitely once it starts moving. But we need to start cooking, and it's definitely not cooking yet. And I'll put one ship on there, and I'll tell it, you may never leave, or at least extend this stop time, right? How long? It was set at 3 minutes. That was nothing. 5 minutes? No. No, let's say never. Never leave. Look, just stay here and fill up. That's what we want. Okay. That will sort out that issue for a little while anyway. And do we have, we need truck lines here as well eventually, won't we? We've got a truck stop already. Do we have a line? Yeah, we have a line already as well. All right, well, if I put a couple of trucks on that, that will actually initiate the demand, won't it? And that will help. Oh, what do we got over here? Yeah, we've got a lot of goods building up on that platform. Okay. Sorry, distracted. We need tanker trucks. Tanker trucks. Yes. Put a couple of tanker trucks on the fuel line. That will start the demand from the fuel refinery to the oil refinery. And in turn, if there's demand there, the oil refinery will start demanding more from the crude oil wells. Okay. That will help. Hemsworth is expanding. Yes. And it wants tools. What's its second one going to be? Will it be fuel? Okay, buses. Buses are coming in. And yeah, you're carrying passengers. You're already dropping passengers off. Hemsworth is fuel. Okay, cool. Hemsworth demands fuel. Staines demands fuel. And Swindon demands fuel. So we need that demand, right? For the ships to start really humming along. Okay. Let's go with, let me just fix up this truck line. It doesn't have a line going to the station, because if we want to supply Hemsworth and Staines with fuel, we need it to link to the train station. And that is terrible. It's running right down my bus line. I hate it when my trucks get held up by the buses, or my buses get held up by a truck stop. So I really want to move, especially long term. You know, it might not be so bad right now, but this city's going to explode. It's going to expand. It's going to fill up this whole area, I hope. Not really sure about that, but we'll see. We'll get our trucks to run all the way out here, and that'll keep it away from our bus lanes. Even if we expand our bus routes, I'll keep the buses off this road. Yeah. And we'll put waypoints in here, and that will improve our traffic situation for buses and trucks in the future. Okay. Yes. And done. I like that. Yes, I like that. Oh, that must, I'm not sure if that side one is an in or an out. It must be an out, because it's coming into here. Oh, bit of flickering there. Okay. We don't want the trucks to drop off there. They'll just get jammed up. We want them all the way over on one, and they'll just drop and run. And that'll keep things running smoothly in the truck stops as well. Yeah, not too bad. Because this is going to be a really busy truck stop, isn't it? May even need some expansion later on. Yeah. What goods don't we have delivering here? We don't have commats yet. They're coming. And food in the future. Okay, our trucks are sitting there waiting for fuel very patiently. They might be waiting a while, but you need them there to initiate the demand. And we just have to take, it's only a small hit. Those trucks are not going to cost me very much. And you're filling up very slowly. I can't believe how slow this is. 43 demand. That's terrible. Okay, let's not worry about that for the minute. Here's our first train pulling into Swindon here. 180 passengers already on this train. And I did notice it's packed and there's still more waiting. So we really need some more passenger trains on this line. But I have paused the calendar for a minute, guys, because two reasons. One, the ships are taking forever to get started. And two, we're running through the 70s so quick. It's already 1974. And I'm going to go for a bit of a joyride here. And I really just want to check to see how this line runs, because this is the first running of the train Passenger Express Swindon to Maghull line. And it stops Swindon, and we're going to pull into Staines here, again, which is one of our busiest train stations for passengers. Then it's going to go over to Hemsworth, up to Maghull, and then return in a reverse order. It doesn't look like there's any signalling across this line, so I will need to improve signalling in the area. Well, there's a train in that station. We're almost having a head-on. Okay. Could do with some better signalling there, I guess. Even a crossover, it could have made the decision to pull into the left-hand platform, or I moved the Staines train over to that left-hand platform as its primary, and then this one on the right as its primary. But I think the Swindon train, because it terminates, it uses both. And we definitely need it. We definitely need a crossover here, I think. Okay. And how are we doing for passengers here? Good. They're getting on, getting off. Not a lot of it didn't fill up with passengers there going to Hemsworth, mainly because Hemsworth isn't fixed up with its buses yet. It's a pretty tight turn. It does have signalling here, which is good. And this line is already existing. This is coming into the original Staines cargo hub here. And so we've got signalling through here. This is just a pass through. We won't be stopping. And we're heading up to Hemsworth in the distance there. And up north is Maghull. So if we look across here, we probably can see Maghull in the distance there. Yeah, there it is there. And this train will turn around at Hemsworth here and head north. We have we have a signal there for the crossover, which isn't too bad, I guess. But there was no signalling through that section either. Oh, and we've got a crossover here with signalling. That's good. We got passengers. We don't even have buses in this town yet. And it's emptying all of its passengers out here. Great. Okay, but... Oh, that's right. Hemsworth, my idea for Hemsworth is trams. Again, before our break that we had to have, we need trams in the area. Now, they're all trucks. That's truck lines for deliveries of goods and parts. Okay, but we do have tram lines here. We have 2 tram lines, and we have 2 truck lines. So do these have enough trucks on them? Yeah, we got 5 trucks probably on both, so that's fine. A tram depot. Okay, okay. Let's look at the Toronto. I like that single car approach, but with 27 on the Mirage, I think this town with how many passengers this is going to carry, I think the Mirage is better. So with 2 on each line, I'm pretty sure we've got a circuit running clockwise, counterclockwise. So we'll go 2 on each. That should be enough to get started with, right? Yep, you're both heading that way. Oh, you're heading. So we've got kind of an outer loop here for the future expansion. That's right, and we've got an inner loop here which they'll end up using. I don't know why that train went around on the outer loop though. That was kind of a little weird because the line doesn't run out there yet. Got a heap of traffic coming in here. That's from traffic from Maghole. We have traffic lights here, probably because this intersection is going to be so busy that that I've left traffic lights there. I don't usually have traffic lights throughout my city though. And we have our first pickups here. Excellent. Trams will go around and start bringing in passengers into this station. We've got tools. That's right. The tools are going crazy, aren't they? Yeah, they're already running at full capacity. They've got the planks coming in, and we've got tools and con mats coming out. Here's our train back from Maghole, and it is it's got 87 waiting at Staines for this train, which is not too bad, I guess. 134. Even we don't even have buses in Maghole yet either. So these trams are already picking up a heap of passengers. Okay, this city's going to start expanding like crazy as well because it's now got both of its primary goods, plus it's already going to get tools. It's probably just missing fuel. Yeah, Hemsworth is going to expand very quickly. Heading back down, next stop is Staines. It's picking up speed here. It's going to hit 120 in a minute. Will it hit 120 before the tight turn here? Most of my tracks are doing at least 120. This is one spot on the map that it actually is a little slower. I can't remember how slow, but we're going to hit top speed as we come into the turn here, and comes down to 100, 98, 100. Takes that turn at 100, but then it doesn't have to increase in speed. It comes straight into a stop. So I don't mind that. Oh, look at the people rushing to the train. Look, everyone, it's a new train. No, it's not actually a new train. I just borrowed this one from. But I think what we might do is experiment with on this line have different trains than the ones running in the south, just like I do with the goods diesel trains. Sort of have a different feel in each area. Okay, we definitely need a crossover here. Well, we just lost a ton of money. Building back up. I'll finish my joyride. Let me get this in, and I will put the calendar back on. Oh, we got money. Okay. I did spend a lot of money recently on landscaping. It's very expensive to dig out the land or to make waterways. Yeah, okay. Let me get that fixed up, and we got money for the crossover. Come on, let's while we got money. Come on, let's get this snap, please. No. I should have done it when I had the chance, shouldn't I? No, that's not a good connection. And now we just lost, what did we lose? $20 million? We've definitely got a financial situation here. Okay, hit it. Right, signal, quick. While we got money, put a signal in. All right, and that signal is not right. We want an Audi there. I like to have signals pointing outwards from the station. When they're ready, they move up onto the signal to let me know that they're active and ready to roll. That's just another me thing. I'm not sure everyone does that, but and it's not necessary. You don't actually have to put those signals in for coming out of a platform. We've got signals right down here, and that traffic is definitely lessened a lot. Oh my God, 518 passengers sitting on this platform. That is crazy. These buses are cooking. Okay, you got 43 sitting there. Okay, you need a couple more buses because you can only handle 16. So that, like, you need at least another two. At least another. We'll go with two. All right, but the buses are a fine line. To have them profitable, they've kind of got to be busy all the time. You don't want too many, but you can take the hit on the buses and lose a little bit of money if your trains are making millions. And that's the way I look at it. I don't mind taking a loss on my buses. Okay, still no demand here for the fuel. That is a problem. Like the towns are cooking, but these shit, you've only got 131 after all that time of sitting here. You've got 131. Look, yeah, they're so slow to get started. What are you bringing back? Come on, you're the sightseers. Oh, that's right. There was a heap of oil up there. They're bringing back the first load of oil because there's crude already up there. All right, we've had our first delivery of fuel, and well, we've had our first delivery of oil, and there's demand. It's making fuel. We're delivering fuel. This is our second lot of ships that went for the joyride. And what are you guys bringing back? Nothing. And 32. All right. So all up, it's brought back 250. We've got 200 sitting here. You can go. Look, you can just go and deliver that 200, and we'll get the next ships in. That's close enough because we just need it to start spreading out and rolling. You're heading to Swindon. I don't want you to head into Swindon. You have to go out to Woodham. Oh, yeah, Woodham. Right. I confused him a little bit there. He was doing 360. That he's right now. He's confused, but yeah, he's going in the right direction now. And you're just starting, and you're just starting. All right. How about a thumbnail? Everyone say, geez, done. Ships coming around. We've got our first demand. Okay, demand is rising. And our first deliveries are good there. We've got oil sitting on the dock. What do we got? We got 150. And your demand is what, 100 for the shipment? That's very low. And that's probably all of the demand is being met by this crude oil. Yeah, all of it's being met here. Okay, I'm back. I just did a fly around just to make sure that uh, there weren't any major closures happening around the map. And we're back here now to find that they do actually have some crude on board. Instead of just telling them to go, which confuses them, I think what I'll do is just change the timer from never leave to what, say about 5 minutes. And then that will let them leave normally and get the next two that are waiting in. And I think the 5 minutes will be fine now because I think we'll start to get actual real demand. Yeah. Okay, so we've got demand of 77 and you're 77? Yeah. And that's because Swindon demands 77. Okay. Oh, Volvo trucks. Yes. That's a mod, and it's a great collection of different trucks that you can use for different types of deliveries. We also have a problem here. I need to put warehousing space down on these platforms, but I've got no money. I haven't dealt with this money situation yet. Um, what do we got? We got demand here, and we're meeting that demand. So I need to connect the other fuel to the other cities to create more demand, which will in turn make the ships work better. We got more plastics coming in here, which let's check on the goods factory. Oh wow, you're running at max almost. And you're producing a ton of goods and all of those parts are coming in as well. And we're going to exceed the limit on this station in a minute, and we just got some money, so I'm just pausing it here for a second, and I'm going to take the opportunity here. Yeah, let's start down this end. We'll fill this all the way up, and I probably should have already had this warehousing space in. This modded platform, which is a ground platform, is a little jumpy when you've got a lot in the area. Okay, and yeah, we were just about to exceed the warehouse limit there. All right, how are we doing up north here? We did have a farm that was going to close up north. 240, excellent, excellent work. And we just put a truck line in earlier just to make sure that we saved it. Uh, oh, upgrading, yes. Okay, you're upgraded, which means, look at that. That is increasing to 400 for both of the oil wells. And the fuel refinery here is now pushing its demand way up as well. It'll go up to what, 200. And the oil wells will start sending in maximum amount of crude into here, and you have 640 warehouse space. So you can definitely hold what you need to in oil. So I don't have to worry about you anymore. If I could just put trains on that line and get those goods over to Hemsworth, that would solve that problem. But I just lost $30 million. We might be in real financial trouble here. As a reminder for anyone who might not have watched from the very beginning, we're playing in very hard mode. I do have the maintenance and the maintenance turned down a little. It's not on maximum level. Look at the people in here. People means money. We need money, and money I don't got. What? How do I solve this money situation? Let's have a look at, yeah, some of those bus lines are not making a ton of money, but they're not losing heaps either. Let's find out what's losing money. Balance. That's what we want. We want the balance. All right. Oh my God. Auckland Steel to bring in the iron is losing almost $9 million. Okay. That's the main culprit there. We've also got Auckland Food down south that needs some work. What are the good lines looking like? Okay, they're evening out. There's a similar amount of good profitable lines as bad lines are probably exceeding the good lines now because our Northern Pacific train is making money. That's cool. There's a lot of good lines here. And in very hard mode, it is actually hard for your lines to make a profit. These ones are terrible. These 6 lines here need to be fixed. We got iron in here. We got steel. We got food trains. That's terrible. That one there is 174 of 800. That's the worst. We also have our Bracknell Steel in the north, which is our yard, which has extra trains on it as well, which is losing me money. Let's go and have a look at this sucker. You are carrying nothing. You're losing $2.2 million. There is nothing on this platform because the train just picked it up, and you're only half full. And you've just been through and picked up from both platforms. And I've got another train that's about to arrive on empty platforms to pick up. Okay, you're gone, buddy. I don't know why someone would put a third train on this line, but whoever it was, he was so eager when he got these EMD trains just to splurge on these very expensive diesel trains that are excellent for pulling heavyweight long trains, and I don't really have the need for that yet. All right, I think that will have to do for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you're still here, please like and subscribe to the channel. And check out the next episode to find out whether I'm bankrupt or whether we have enough money to continue with the series. I hope you all have a great day. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.